Hi, this is Kari with Kari's Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to do a foundation chain and single crochet. So I'm just going to start out with a slip knot. There are many ways to do this. This is probably the easiest way to explain. Just take a length of your yarn and you're going to just wrap it around your finger. You're going to kind of make an just kind of cross, so you're almost making an X. So you drop that. This first part of the yarn that you started looping, you're going to lift that up a little bit, put your hook underneath here, and grab that second part of the yarn. And when you pull on it, it's going to create this slip knot. You can just slide up a little tighter to the hook. Now you don't want to do this too tight. Okay, now when you're doing your chain, this first loop does not count as a chain until you've actually done a chain. Okay, so a chain stitch is very simple. You want to make sure that you have your working yarn the ball end and not your tail end. Okay, so you're going to hold on to this knot. You're going to take your yarn and pull it over the hook and then just pull it through that loop, and that, you see how that's considered your first chain. Okay, so we'll do it again. You're going to yarn over the hook and then you're going to pull it through that loop. Okay, so yarn over the hook, pull it through, yarn over the hook, pull it through, yarn over the hook, pull it through. And after a while, when you get to do this a lot, it's going to become one motion. So yarn over the hook, pull it through, yarn over the hook, pull it through. So you'll notice it makes this kind of chain of V's, and just for this little sample swatch we're going to do 16 chains. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so now we have our chains. Now, our chains actually have two different sections. There's a couple different places you can put your hook to start your first row. There's no real right and wrong way. Some people will just insert it into the V here. I like to actually insert it into the back bumps. If you turn your chain over, you'll notice that there's these little bumps on the back. If you put your hook in there and start your first row in those, you're going to have a cleaner finished edge. So that's what I do. So we're going to start from the second chain from the hook, so 1, 2. This is the one we're going to do it in, so we're going to turn it over. We're going to insert our hook through that back bump, and then we will yarn over, pull it through that bump to pull up a loop, then we're going to yarn over again, and we're going to pull through both loops, and that's your first single crochet. So we're going to insert your hook into the back bump, yarn over the hook, pull up a loop, and you're going to yarn over again and pull through both loops. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, pull through both loops. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and you're going to pull through both loops there. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through to pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. Now you can see that the stitch consists of, well, it's a little hard to see, but there's like a front V and then there's a top V. We'll talk about these on the next row, but that's how you know how you can count your stitches. You can count them either way. But right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we should end up with 15 stitches in this row. So we'll keep going. yarn over and pull through both. So I'm going to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. And insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You're going to keep doing this all along the row. And when you've done this for a while, it's going to be kind of a fluid motion. It won't seem like so many steps for one stitch. So you'll insert your hook, yarn over, pull through to pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay. 3 more left here. Loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Now our last one, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, now for our next row, we're going to actually chain 1 stitch, just like we did our foundation chain. We're going to yarn over and pull that through the stitch. And what that chain does is it puts your work up at the level of the next row you're going to do. So now you can just flip that over, turn your work. Now most of the time you're going to insert your hook through both loops. See, you have 2 loops on the top there. This first one is called your front loop, and this other back one is called your back loop. Most of the time you're going to do both. So I'm going to insert here into this first stitch. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. Okay? So again, I'm going to insert my hook here into the under both stitches. I'm going to pull up a loop. I don't know if you can see this, but right there is where, here is where you're going to put your stitches. There are some patterns that will tell you to do either front loop only or back loop only, and you can actually create ribbing by doing front loop only or back loop only. Usually it's back loop only. But for purposes of just teaching, we'll just do both. So we're going to insert through the stitch under those bumps, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Pull through 2. Whoops. And if your hook comes out like mine just did, you just stick it right into that loop. Not a big deal. So insert a hook, yarn over, pull up. Oh, I didn't insert that very well because my yarn wanted to split. If that happens to you, just take your hook out and redo the stitch. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert, yarn over, pull up loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're almost at the end here. Okay, now we're coming to the very end, and you want to make sure you do this last stitch so you don't lose stitches in your row, but this end first chain, you are not going to work that. That's basically just getting it up to that first level. So pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So then we can count our stitches. We should still have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that's what it should look like during single crochet. If you have any questions, pop me a message on Facebook. You can find me on facebook.com/kariscrafts, and I will be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching. Bye.